Oh, I think I may have one, folks. All right, welcome back to the channel. Appreciate y'all tuning in this morning. So, got up extra early this morning, came out and tried to get some bait. Didn't get a ton of bait. Didn't really hardly get any bait. Bait's kind of scarce today, so not sure how long we're going to be fishing, but hey, we're going to make do with what we got for a little bit. Was running down through here. Again, another spot I never fished before, but it's just super rocky. I don't know if y'all can see the banks over here, but super rocky. And I was wanting to drag, but it's actually a pretty narrow piece of river right here. So if there's any current, we're going to be getting it. But I'm going to sit right here on the spot and I'm going to anchor for 20 or 30 minutes, see how it does. May bounce back to another spot right behind me just a little bit. But hopefully they'll put out some good results. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen, but I like to drag through here, but I think I'd probably end up losing every rig I got tied on. So anyways, we're going to try this, see how it works, and hey, I appreciate y'all tuning in. Let's see if we can get some of these catfish. All right, folks, well, I got the planer boards out, and I think I may have one already. I was trying to tie on a little crappie jig, just sit here and throw at this bank, but let's reel this thing up and see if I got something on here. Keeps doing something a little crazy. Oh, I think I may have one, folks. I don't think it's very big, but hey, I'm glad to have one. It kept doing something a little squirrely, and I was like, man, I don't know what that is. And hopefully, if I'll quit piddling right here and get it in, there'll be something. I'd take anything about right now after that morning of bait fishing I had. It wasn't a good morning, that's for sure. I got out here this morning, got up, left the house by about 3 o'clock, and it's just a slow go at it. Oh yeah, little old blue cat. Heck yeah, I will take it. Glad to have him. Shoot ya. Gotta be careful popping them hooks out when you got them fins right there. If I can get that, here we go. Oh, sling the fish juice all over me. Get this dude burped real quick. Feel open his mouth. That old bait right there is about bigger than his mouth. Well, he ain't going to participate, is he? Well, his belly don't feel tight. But anyways, that's him right there. Little old baby. It ain't very big, but hey, it's a skunk buster. We're going to let him go and grow up. Maybe he'll make us a nice one day. All right. Well, heck yeah, skunk's out of the boat. See what we can keep doing. Hopefully it'll keep going good today. Okay, so I just wanted to show y'all what all I do, get ready to go catfishing. We're gonna go fill the boat up. I usually do that a few days early, that way I ain't gotta worry about the day of the trip. Show y'all everything I do, everything from making sure the rods, you know, all the lines good on the rods, got plenty of oil for the motor, leads, just a little bit of everything I do to get ready for the trip. That way, hey, you might can see some stuff you're leaving off, or hey, you might see something I should do. So if you see that, leave it down in the comments. But anyways, let's get this thing ready for a fishing trip. All right, whenever you hook your safety chains to your truck, you do not have to cross them. I know that's it's something you always hear, but you don't have to cross them. But now, your breakaway, you know, the thing locks your brakes down if you lose your trailer, it does have to be connected to the vehicle. You're not supposed to hook it to safety chains. Anyways, gonna get that. Make sure that latch is down good. Pins in the hitch. All right, so we got the trailer sitting on the truck, got the dolly swung up on the trailer, got the chains hooked up, and we're about to go fill this thing up. How much y'all think it's gonna cost? I think last time it's about $85 for the same trip, so we'll see. All right, well, let's see how much this thing holds. Right now for 90 octane non-ethanol, it's $5.20 a gallon here in North Alabama. So we're gonna see how many this thing holds. I know one thing, this boat, you gotta start off slow with it. If you start off just wide open on that handle, it'll burp it out. So it ends up taking a while. Well, she burped some out, so I always like to keep these terry cloths from Harbor Freight in here. That way I can wipe the boat off. It don't need no help with stickers peeling off. Not for no gas for me anyways. Right now we're up to $35. So, probably about halfway there. Let's see what it's at. All right, that's what we're at, about 50 bucks right now. Oh, showing it's shutting off. See if it'll hold any more. It actually didn't use that much, probably about 10 gallons worth, which I spilled a little bit out. So we're gonna get this thing cleaned up again, then we're gonna head back to the house, get it in the shop. Okay folks, well, I got the boat back from the gas station. It only cost like $50, $51, something like that. Not a whole lot of money, so I don't know how much more I'm gonna be able to get ready tonight, but where you see me pick this video back up, probably me out here tomorrow evening, getting everything ready. Again, checking the rods, tires, putting oil in the boat for the old 2-stroke, and just getting everything ready. But anyways, 50 bucks, that wasn't too bad. I'm pretty happy with that. Anyways, we'll be back. All right, so some more things I like to do before I go fishing. I like to check all my rod and reels, make sure they're good. I'll usually come over here, run my hand up and down all the leaders, check the knots, make sure they're good, feel the hooks, make sure they're sharp. I don't want to get out there and have to retie anything, so usually I'll carry at least 8 or 10 rods out there if I'm going to go fishing. If I'm going to be up below a dam, I'll usually carry a couple bumping rods with me. I'll always carry some bait rods in there, keep them in good shape. So I like to do that. I like to make sure I got plenty of weights right here. I don't know if y'all can see them. Always make sure you got plenty of weights. Just anything that you're going to be out using, make sure you got it. Make sure you got plenty of oil for your motor. You know, I like to carry rags with me. That way if I have to, you know, wipe my hands, just make sure I got plenty of stuff. Something else, you know, if I'm going to be going out fishing, oh, bumped my head right there. Hey, that's something we need to talk about. I actually moved my bimini top. I had it laying on my windshield right there, but the way these lines actually work, they actually fold them to the back of the boat, and that don't work because I got my rod and reels right here. So I actually went and made another pole right here. I don't know if y'all can see it, but anyways, made that where it holds it up more like the old camo boat did, and it's out of the way, and I can kind of walk under there, you know, without bumping my head too much. So glad to have that. It was wanting to flop up going down the road. That'd have been bad. I've actually had that happen. Had a bimini top go up down the road, and even the Hellcat rods, they don't like it. Actually, I can probably kind of show y'all some of the stuff that happened. Y'all can see right there some of that paint missing. That actually happened on the old boat going up I-65 in Morgan County. So anyways, like to make sure all my flashlights are charged if I'm going to be out before dark. You know, when I get to the boat ramp, I make sure I got my go light right here. Make sure I got the remote for it sitting right here on the console. I'll usually just set it right there because, hey, that helps see them buoys, the running lights, and I got good LED, not running lights, I guess you'd call them navigation lights. I got good ones, but it don't matter how good they are. Them buoys in the middle of the river, when it's foggy, they're hard to see. So got that. I make sure I got my remote for my trolling motor, which I wear it around my neck. I know y'all probably seen that when I'm fishing. Make sure my batteries are charged. This boat, you know, we've talked about it. It actually has 6 batteries. So make sure all of them are good and charged. Make sure I have my knife to cut up bait, you know, my bait knife. I have got out there, me and Bobby did one time, and I forgot my knife, and it wasn't good. I mean, what we was having to do to cut them baits up, it was a pain in the butt. But anyways, make sure I got all that. Got ice in the cooler. So right now, actually, let's see if I can get down right here and show y'all. Sorry, I'm gonna be shaking a little bit right here. Not trying to do like the Blair Witch Project, but anyways, I actually just went and bought a little bait cooler right here from Bass Pro Shops. I don't know if y'all can see this. Went and got that the other day. I'm gonna try putting some bluegill in this unit. I'll go catch some one evening this weekend, excuse me, and go catch some bluegill put in there. Hopefully I'll keep them good and fresh, full of energy, and we'll go catch some. Be nice to catch some big flatheads, but you never know. I hate to say a whole lot and jinx it, but anyways, going to do that. Make sure you got plenty of ice in your cooler. You don't want to get out there and catch a bunch of bait and not have any ice. That has happened before, but it don't happen no more. But anyways, I think that's probably about it. You know, make sure your truck, I always make sure my truck's full before I go. That way I ain't having to stop the morning of. You know, it just adds that much more time getting to the river. Make sure you got your life jacket, all that sort of stuff. You know, if you're going to record any catfishing like I do, make sure you got plenty of batteries, stuff like that for your cameras. I actually have an adapter that goes from, it's an adapter that you put on your DeWalt batteries, and then you can plug your car chargers into it so you can charge your cameras, your phones and stuff like that off of it. So I just try to make sure I got all that, and there's always going to be something you forget, but that ain't no big deal. It does happen. You know, I'll end up forgetting something this next trip, and I'll be like, man, why did I do that? It's usually a phone charger or something, you know, especially if your wife or somebody's trying to get in touch with you. But anyways, I think that's about it. I think this old unit's ready to go. Hopefully we can get out this weekend, catch some catfish. Plan on getting up about 2:30 one morning this week, getting out there, hopefully put the hammer down on them. I know the people that's talking about the catfish are spawning right now on the Tennessee River. I don't know. I know the bite wasn't real good last time, but I didn't have a ton of bait, so we're going to see how it works out. You know, when them fish start spawning though, they start to get slimy, so you know, that day I put a hurting on them a few weeks ago. They were actually pretty slimy, so maybe that's a sign they are starting to spawn, but we're going to see. But anyways, that's that. Y'all kind of seen the stuff I like to do to get ready to go catfishing. It's a lot, you know, it takes a couple hours to get ready for the trip, but it is worth it. You know, a little bit of preparation goes a long ways. All right, so I guess that's it. All I like now is going catfishing. Everything is 100% ready to go. But anyways, tell y'all again, hey, I appreciate y'all watching the channel. And if you will, go down there and hit that subscribe button. I'm at like 675 as of the time I'm filming this. So hey, it helps keep the channel growing. Again, y'all have a great weekend. Y'all get out and do a little catfishing, and I'll catch y'all on the next one.